What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CUBREACTS, as we continue to explore the latest new musical flavour worldwide. We are back inside the building once again as we take a look next up at something a little bit different. We're going to be heading over to one of the videos from the Oscars performance as Rihanna performs Lift Me Up at the awards, which is really, really exciting. Of course, Rihanna did feature on the Black Panther soundtrack with Lift Me Up. Again, an incredibly emotional film, and that is why she is performing to kind of showcase this as being one of the sort of major moments of 2022's sort of movie run, especially when it comes to the sound of things. Really, really cool. Again, I rewatched Black Panther a couple of days ago. Incredibly emotional film, incredibly emotional for a lot of different reasons, and I definitely think that Rihanna's soundtracking in those final moments, and I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't seen it yet, but in those final moments when you hear that soundtrack kick in, it does definitely kick up an emotional feeling. So I'm excited to check this out and see how she performs it in a live setting. Again, Rihanna been absolutely killing it since she's made the return. She came back to do Lift Me Up, then following on from that, she did the obviously the Super Bowl performance, and now she's performing at the Oscars. Like, what is going on? It's nuts how well she's doing, man. But yeah, and it's Rihanna, of course she's doing well. But anyway, I'm going to stop waffling, and we're going to jump right into this one. Let's go. Almost has a bit of an Enya feel about it with those vocal layers. Instantaneously, man, that sense of emotion is so palpable. You can just physically feel it vibrating around the room. Just the silence in the background, the use of those strings bringing this to life in a whole new way, the sort of almost that transition where you get the kind of thumping impact, and then next thing you know, you've just got this shimmering vocal from Rihanna standing there. It's beautifully arranged so far. I'm loving this sort of live augmentation of the tune. Brilliant. Unusual choir line as well. It's that little guitar as well. Oh, got chills. The emotion that's being packed into those strings over the top, the uniqueness of the choral section going on behind her, when you couple all this into the fact that she is performing live, and she's very heavily pregnant. Like, it's nuts, the ability that she has, man. Again, I don't think there's any debate. I don't think anyone sane would have a debate on it, but there is no discussion to be had. Rihanna is one of the greatest artists of all time. You look back over her catalogue, you look at what she's done. She obviously goes into a more sort of fashion-driven approach, primarily focusing on Fendi and I can't remember the name of the other thing she runs, but basically focusing on her things. And then next thing you know, she arrives, bang, banger, one of the biggest soundtracks in movie history. It's crazy. Oh, man. Like, again, if you haven't seen Black Panther yet, you need to sort your life out and go and see it. But the emotion you feel towards the end of that film, especially in the aftermath of this song playing, and the moment where the song starts playing, and the emotional kind of impact that has, when you hear it perform live in this setting, I don't know, there's something very palpable about it, man. This is quite a magical approach to this. Again, we know Rihanna's incredible live. We know she's got that about her, but there's something that seems very special about this as a performance. I don't know why. I don't know whether that's just me. I don't know whether it's because I loved Black Panther 2. I love what it represented, and I'm a massive Rihanna fan. I don't know if that's the case, but this is, wow.
Keep me in the strength of your arms. Keep me safe, Lift me up in your arms. I
The power you're hearing from those choir sections in the background as well. This is awesome, man. Again, I wasn't too sure about the sort of first thing we heard from the choir. It sounded almost a little bit dissonant. It sounded like it actually took away from Rihanna's vocal. And don't get me wrong, this isn't the best live performance I've heard from Rihanna. There's definitely elements where she sounds a little bit distant, but overall, it just kind of, I don't know whether it just adds to the emotional feel, that sort of level of human imperfection actually coming into play ever so slightly, which is a rarity when it comes to Rihanna. But this is honestly stunning. Yeah, I'm a bit blown away by it, to be honest with you. Beautiful, man. Genuinely beautiful. It's very exciting being able to react to new Rihanna stuff at the moment. Obviously, she's on like a big return. I hope she does come back and starts releasing like music again. Most likely, realistically, when she's had a child, and she's like obviously back in action. But this is so cool to see, man. And it's something that almost I feel she never actually got this sort of level of accreditation. She obviously went away, did some other things, not necessarily music related. Became the youngest self-made billionaire. I think youngest self-made female billionaire ever. I think it is. I'm not too sure. She has one of those accolades, and it's absolutely incredible what she's gone and done. But then she comes back in and she's instantaneously kind of being given that thing in music that I feel she should have had from time ago. She is one of the best artists of all time. She is one of the most consistent artists of all time. When you think about how many albums she's released, how many bangers she has as well. Not necessarily number ones, because number ones can be big in the moment and then move on to something else. But I'm talking timeless bangers. How many times do you still hear Ponder Replay playing in a club, man? How many times do you still hear Work playing in a club? And these are tunes that are like old now. They're not modern tunes anymore. These are tunes from way back when. And it's awesome just to see the fact that she is now getting a level of praise that I feel she never actually got prior to this. So I'm really enjoying it. And it's really good to see. Again, go and see Black Panther 2 if you haven't already. You'll be able to understand why there is such a ridiculously kind of high level of appreciation for this tune and the emotional moment that is kind of wrapped up in this tune when it plays in the actual film. It will add an extra level of emotion to it for you. So do go and check that and then listen back to the tune. It's ridiculous. But there we go. That's it from me. Hopefully you have enjoyed this as a reaction video. Again, something slightly different on the channel. But again, it was one I felt we needed to do because of obviously how we reacted to all the Black Panther trailers, we reacted to the original tune, we reacted to her live performance, and it's good to just react to more Rihanna, man, because she is one of the best ever. That's it from me. As I said before, if you have enjoyed this as a reaction video, do make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page. Of course, turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. And we shall see you all next time. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CUBREACTS TV. Stay locked.